Hey there, my name is Mikkel and welcome again to the BioBytes channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the AI tools I use in my classes to help me get ahead. But a few quick disclaimers before we start the video. AI tools are never a replacement for actually learning the content being presented in your class. It's really just a tool to help you get to that point a little bit faster. And another disclaimer, a lot of what I'll be discussing only barely scratches the surface of what these tools can do. I just really want to provide an outline or a brief introduction into how I use these tools on an everyday basis in my classes. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get started. Tool number one is, of course, ChatGPT. And really, it's only natural that we start with ChatGPT. After all, it's the application that kind of kicked off the whole AI craze and gotten everyone into using AI tools. It also is, coincidentally, the first tool that I start with when I'm assigned a project. I like to use it for outlining ideas and brainstorming topics. Let's say I need to write a paper on a particular subject. Of course, don't ask ChatGPT to actually write out the full paper. That's unethical and actually very obvious. ChatGPT is easy to recognize, but I do ask it to organize my ideas in points. Then I just fill in the blanks. Sometimes the greatest challenge to getting started is just a blank page. Let's hop into tool number two, Copilot. I use Copilot mainly for grammar checks, and I know it's weird considering that it's capable of so much more, like language translation, same as ChatGPT. It can organize points and outline ideas you might have, but I really like taking what I've already written, putting it in Copilot and asking it to rewrite it for me in a more grammatical and concise way, and then taking that and modifying it as I need it. Again, I just really want to stress that I can show you the changes it's made. This isn't just actually rewriting it for me, it's also teaching me at the same time what I can do to improve my writing. Copilot is much more than just grammar checks, but this is just how I use it on an everyday basis in my school. Okay, so now let's get into tool number three, Claude AI. I use Claude AI the same way I use Copilot, taking my text and making it more casual, formal, explanatory, or just concise in general. This is really easy considering it's built-in buttons that allows you to change your text to be more concise or formal or explanatory. Tool number four, Gemini. And now we're really getting to my favorite AI tools. Gemini AI is made by Google, so it's only natural that it's also connected to Google. With that comes the benefit of having access to endless amounts of useful resources you can use to cite in your work. I like Gemini because many times I need to cite the sources I use when I do a project. I can just ask it to find sources that back up what I'm saying or explain it further, and use those sources in my projects. And finally, tool number five, Perplexity AI. Right now, Perplexity is probably my favorite model. Similar to Google, it is connected to the internet, so it has endless resources that it can pull from to back up your work. Similar to Gemini, it is quick to cite resources, images, websites, books, whatever it can pull from the internet. I also like to use Perplexity when I have large-scale projects. Its Spaces features allows you to upload documents that you have on your computer that aren't on the internet, and it can reference those in its responses as well. This ability to organize your prompts, easily access your sources, your files, all in one space, again makes it a really good tool for large-scale projects that you'll be working on over time. Alright, so that's a little bit of insight into the AI tools I use on an everyday basis for my classes. Of course, this is not an extensive review of how I use these tools, but it's just a start into how I use them on a daily basis. Maybe that's a future video I'll get into. Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.